Imagine this, a world without PDFs, no Photoshop edits, no Illustrator designs. Hard to picture, right? Well, all of that exists because of one company, Adobe. Welcome to Boardroom Stories. Here, we uncover how the world's biggest companies were built. If you're new, hit like, subscribe, and stick with us because these stories are worth hearing. Adobe's story begins in 1982 in a small office in Mountain View, California. Two former Xerox engineers, John Warnock and Charles Geschke, had just quit their jobs. Why? Because their groundbreaking project software to precisely display text and graphics on screens and printers wasn't being supported, so they took the leap. They named their new company Adobe Systems after the Adobe Creek that ran behind Warnock's house. Their first big product was PostScript, a page description language. It allowed printers to render fonts and graphics exactly as they appeared on screen. This invention revolutionized desktop publishing and caught the attention of a little company called Apple. Steve Jobs loved PostScript. He bought a license, invested in Adobe, and used it to power Apple's first LaserWriter printers. That partnership launched Adobe into the big leagues. But that was just the beginning. In 1993, Adobe released the PDF portable document format. It allowed anyone to share documents that looked exactly the same on every computer. At first, people didn't get it, but soon, it became the global standard for digital documents. And then came the software we all know today. Photoshop, originally created by two brothers, Thomas and John Knoll, was acquired by Adobe in 1988. It became the tool for image editing, used everywhere from magazines to memes. Next was Illustrator for vector graphics, Premiere Pro for video editing, Acrobat, After Effects, InDesign. Adobe built a creative empire. By the 2000s, Adobe's Creative Suite bundled all these tools together. But here's the thing, buying the software cost thousands of dollars. Many people pirated it. Adobe had a problem. So in 2013, they made a bold move. They scrapped the old model and shifted to Creative Cloud, a subscription service. For the first time, anyone could access Adobe's entire software lineup for a monthly fee. It was controversial at first, but it worked. Revenues skyrocketed, piracy dropped, and Adobe became one of the most profitable software companies in the world. Today, Adobe is worth over $200 billion. Its tools power everything from Hollywood movies to TikTok videos. If you've read a PDF, edited a photo, or seen a digital ad, you've touched Adobe's legacy. But Adobe isn't done. They're betting big on artificial intelligence. Their tool, Adobe Firefly, is bringing generative AI into Photoshop and Illustrator. The goal, to make creativity faster, smarter, and more accessible than ever before. From a tiny office near a creek to becoming the backbone of digital creativity, Adobe's story is one of bold bets, reinvention, and changing how the world creates. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Boardroom Stories. And tell us which company's journey should we cover next.